Damn, son, where'd you find this?
People don't be offended by the truth. They be offended because you called out the truth. Simple as that. They don't want to hear any other narrative that makes them look bad.
One thing I can't stand at this big grown age is somebody who act like cause and effect does not exist. Like, yes, your actions caused this outcome. Yes, what you did lit the match. Like, why are you surprised and playing victim?
Guys, Chico, they never lie.
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll tolerate it.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I hide, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired as a friend on a slack for a week. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging the generations remember our story.
What's good? What's good? Merry Christmas, peace and blessings, glory, praise, and honor for the Most High. Hey, look. Some people celebrate Christmas differently, so I put it this way: Merry Christmas to some of you, Happy Holidays to the rest of you. I know we have different ways of having our family over, exchanging gifts, if you even do that. So basically, I'm just saying happy holidays to everybody. I hope you're enjoying your time with your loved ones. I hope you are in good spirits. Everybody should pretty much be off until next year. So this is a time to reflect, so on and so forth. Shout outs to my poets, writers, content creators. Salutes to all of you. Let's jump straight into it. I ain't gonna keep y'all very long. Not today, because I know everybody is doing other things right now. So this one, we're just gonna kind of go through it. There's a conversation that is being had between a gentleman and a couple ladies. One in particular, Layla Baptiste. The question, will put it this way: I'm gonna let the clip run and speak for itself. Give my 2 cents, and we'll run from there. Hold on a second. Let's bring this over here real quick. Merry Christmas, brother. Salutes. Appreciate the visit, man. Like I said, this is going to be a short and concise one. Then I'm going to get back to the lab like I do, because I'm always here. Roll the footage.
And disrespect you. What do you expect your man to do?
Beat their ass.
The whole group.
Oh my.
Let me start it over.
A group of men come up and disrespect you. What do you expect your man to do?
Beat their ass.
The whole group.
Oh my god.
It's a tough job being a nigga, ain't it? Jesus Christ. Like, on top of the fact that y'all expect us to pay for every goddamn thing,
We
gotta
supposed
die
to
for y'all.
we don't even have the
I
luxury of being
mean-
afraid like a normal human being.
You gotta help
Motherfuckers
us
start
out.
shooting in here right now. I'm supposed to go like this over you and run with you hand in
that's-
hand, knowing
if
damn well I
that's
can
your
take
bitch,
off right
though,
now.
like,
I could be good.
I mean,
Yo,
it's
you
okay.
are
I could do
hilarious.
one of these right now and be gone. Good safety. You gonna
Oh
get me
my
shot.
God.
Fucking around with you with these goddamn
I
heels
mean-
on. I told you not to wear them.
Oh,
I'm-
right. You
I
wanna
want
get
a
off, or you
dominant
wanna
man.
lead? Are you
Crazy.
gonna
I'm
lead
sorry.
or not?
That's still just like
Are
if you
you
really
a man
think
who
about it.
leads?
Yikes, 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 yikes. Do y'all just not care about men at all? Do you not have any type of sympathy, concern, consideration for us in general? Is that where we are in 2025? Me. It's all about what I want. It's all about what I need. Give me. If you're not going to give me, then you're weak, you're broke. You're not worth being recognizable or noticed in community. We don't see you. You're minuscule. You're beneath us. All you're good for is your money. All you're good for is laying your life down and putting everything on fucking risk. So not only, and this is just a random question. Well, let me ask this first. Did you hear anything that was rational within the context of that question, or any response that was reasonable? This is where I'm at. Let's do this. We're in this together under the understanding that I am going to do my part, you're going to do your part, however that looks to you. Both of us want to come home. We want to make it back to our house safe. We have things to do. We have a purpose to fulfill. Some things are not worth our lives being in jeopardy. Sometimes you have to walk away. You have to chalk it up and take what you would say an L. I would say you live to fight another day. Everything is not worth paying attention to, especially the ignorance of folks who don't have the same level of respect for a union, because there's just people out here that don't give a shit. They will disrespect you in front of your face. They will try to sleep with your spouse behind your back and all types of stuff. That's just the reality of it. But with all of that being said, you chose me as a partner for a reason, and vice versa. If I'm going to be the one leading within the relationship, that means you trust me. Trust me. You don't, and I'm not talking about, oh, I'm going to cover lunch and I'm going to cover dinner and I'm going to make sure the lights are just on. That's the only thing that I'm good for. Nah, you trust me to make sure in certain areas you're not going to make horrible ass decisions. You're going to trust me to the extent to where I give you some advice about what you put on before you leave out the house, and you're not going to get offended by it. Or if I give you advice about your family and I say to you, you might have to cut that person off because they ain't shit, or you might have to put them in a specific box and handle that right away, because if you don't, it's going to get worse. You trust me when I give you these words. Otherwise, why are we even here in the first place? There's no reason why a man and a woman should be dealing with each other intimately if you don't trust them in every single aspect of that intimacy, because intimacy is not just sex. So if I have to talk to you and say your mouth is going to get you in trouble. You're doing too much. You're overly erratic with your emotions. You have to work on that. Why would you get offended by me saying that to you? You can't go out here just being reckless at the tongue. The tongue gives death and life. So if you're out here irrationally speaking to people ignorant or out of your feelings when you could be wrong, or maybe you just don't know how to speak to people properly and you create issues that never had to exist in the first place, then I, being the one who signed on to say, I'm gonna make sure that you're safe and you're okay, I have every right to tell you, yeah, you no, that's not it. That's not it. You were wrong. I'm gonna step in and defend you, but when we get behind them closed doors, I'm gonna have to let you know this ain't that's not that. You were out of pocket. That's how it's supposed to be. Accountability partners. You're not just having sex. You're building a brand. You're building a empire, a home, one that's supposed to be solid, one that's supposed to have guidance and nourishment. It's supposed to continuously be in abundance. It's not supposed to be messy and toxic and arguing and yelling and screaming and competing with. That's not how that works. Men and women have different roles in the relationship. There are things that you're going to provide to me that I have to honor and respect because, well, you're the one that I decide to pour into, and vice versa. So I would never treat you or look at you as if you're beneath me, or take your words or your thoughts or your feelings or who you are as a entity as something that is not worth anything to me. That being said, that has to be vice versa, and it comes with uncomfortable conversations. It comes with telling a person if they shitty. It comes with telling a person they need to stop being so arrogant. You got a horrible attitude. Your breath stink. Oh, you're not thoughtful. You're ungrateful. You're not catering to my needs. Some days are just going to be dry spells, et cetera, et cetera. If I tell you there are 5 or 6 dudes trying to test the waters, they want danger. They want issues because men are very instinctful. Just like you say, you have this whole gut feeling, and y'all. All right, we have the same thing. Ours is more sharper than yours. If I sense danger, I know that this nigga right here is purposely trying to antagonize me so that they can assault and possibly kill me and you. If I'm assessing this entire environment, I see what's going on here, and you, for whatever reason, you just think that, oh, the first natural response is to jump into danger, and I'm supposed to just swing on this person, knowing damn well that guy got 5 or 6 other people in different little locations and they ready to, you really don't care about me. You can't. My goal and objective is to protect you and myself. We should be looking out for each other. In all honesty, this shit should not be one-sided, my nigga. You should be wanting us to get home safe. No woman should be wanting to intentionally put their man in a space where they're testing them to see if they're macho or not. If you got to defend her or yourself, that's one thing. But to be actually going out of your way to try to test to see if he's solid, that's corny to me. Because guess what? If he's going to do it, he's going to do it. You don't have to put that man through a whole shitload of gauntlets to find out if the man is the man for you or not. He's going to naturally just do the shit. And that goes for women as well. Anybody who is irrational and moves without thought, and they would rather just explode and then let the chips fall where they ain't got a lot of common sense. Their fucking reason is gone. They don't care about you at all. Being a leader is more than just throwing hands with people and pulling the gun out and shooting people and beating people up. Being a leader means you know when to walk the fuck away from ignorant ass adults who act like children. Being a leader means you know how to put certain things in perspective without going to jail. Being a leader means you know how to manage your money. Being a leader means you know how to cater to your partner and vice versa. Being a leader means more than your paycheck. I don't really expect too much from Layla. I don't. A lot of these birds, man, on social media, and they be talking. All y'all see is a pretty ass face. She's attractive. Let me run it back one more time for y'all, just in case you ain't see the clip.
A group of men come up and disrespect you. A group of men come up and disrespect you. What do you expect your man to do?
Beat their ass.
The whole group.
Oh my God.
It's a tough job being a
Of
nigga, ain't it?
course.
Jesus Christ. Like, on top of the fact that y'all expect us to pay for every goddamn thing, we
gotta
supposed
die
to
for y'all.
We don't even have the
I
luxury of being
mean-
afraid like a normal human being.
You got
Motherfuckers
no
start shooting in here right now. I'm supposed to go like this over you and run with you hand in hand, knowing
if
damn well I
that's
can
your
take
bitch,
off right
though,
there.
like,
I could be good.
I mean,
Yo,
it's
you
a
are
I could do
hilarious.
one of these right now and be gone. Good safety. You gonna get
Oh
me
my
shot
God.
fucking around with you with these goddamn
I
heels
mean-
on. I told you not to wear them.
Oh, right. You
I
want
want a dominant man.
Are you gonna
Crazy.
lead
Sorry.
or not?
That's still just like,
Are
if
you
really
a man
think
who
about it.
leads?
You hear that shit? Do you hear that? I want a dominant man. What the fuck that got to do with trying to preserve life? My nigga, I might have kids at home. I got sisters and family at home. I got people at home. I got a business. I got things that I got to get done. What are you talking about? You got to listen very close to how some people talk, especially those two right there. You telling me You don't give a shit if it's 5 people. You don't care if it's 20 people. You want me to be dominant, so I guess this fool is supposed to be Clark Kent and Superman. He's supposed to be a man of steel. He's supposed to be able to dodge bullets and Neo in the Matrix, and then he's supposed to be able to one punch 5 people at one time into oblivion and shit, while also holding you up here in one hand, and then he's supposed to destroy the threat with the other hand. What? Your logic is awful. And as much as people fawn over you and you have all these men in your inbox, they want to sleep with you, they want to pay for all your utilities and your finances is taken care of. Women like that don't give a shit about you. The way they talk, the second you do anything that remotely looks like you're retreating or you're trying to resolve something the right way, rationally, logically, they're going to be turned off. They're not going to be sexually attracted to you anymore. Their priorities are all wired wrong. Their idea of leadership is all fucked up. Layla still got youth. She out here fucking around with all these different celebrities and shit. The other one, she look like she's older. She's already had her fun. She's probably winding down in her own years. Those are not people that y'all should be listening to for no type of dating advice whatsoever. They will get you locked up, put behind bars, and then they got a whole roster of niggas. That would be the whole thing. You ain't shit. The minute you don't do what they want you to do, you ain't nothing to them anymore. They don't fuck with you. They don't respect you. They don't love you. They don't nothing. All that shit gone out the window as soon as you say no. But I'm trying to keep you safe. You know what I mean? Men have died over a woman's mouth, trying to prove to her that he's the guy for her. And guess what? Either they both end up getting killed or he gets killed. She mourns for like a week. And then she done called the next person in her phone. It's not worth it. There's too much to lose out here. And to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter if you throw hands or you go ahead and say, all right, I'm going to go ahead and fight 20 niggas at once for her. You get your ass whooped. You think she's going to look at you the same afterwards? I'm talking about a specific group of females that think it's okay to put their partner in harm's way. Like I said before, if this is a one-on-one situation or it's a life or death situation, then you ain't got no other choice. That's something else. But if you have the opportunity to work this out, where y'all can move on with y'all life, you understand that pride and ego is never worth making yourself look like a fool. That's cool. But just to be saying like, oh, I want a dominant man. So what, a dominant man is supposed to just go out here and get shot up over you? That same person who steps in front of that bullet for you that you say is dominant, all right, he ain't no longer here. You're gonna stay solo? You're gonna stay celibate if that man died? Are you going to stay loyal to that man if he ends up crippled or he can't walk no more? You going to stand by him then? You going to hold him down then? Is he still going to be dominant? Is he still going to be a leader in the household if he can't walk no more? Because guess what? He paralyzed for life. He can't work. You still going to treat him as the king and all of these beautiful things that you see on social media? Hell no. You know you're not. A lot of people are not going to do it. Shout out to the ones who do it. But we talking about women like Layla Baptiste and this goofy broad right here. You're not about to stick there with somebody who lost one leg, or they blind, or they deaf, they can't hear no more. You about to dip out, you gone. But you want him, you want that same person to risk being in a wheelchair for the rest of their life, or worse. You want them to go through all of these hoops for you, but you ain't even going to do the same for him. Brothers, try the spirit by the spirit. You better make sure you go by proper protocol to find out and discover if these women really are for you or not. And spending your hard-earned cash is not going to do it. Put it in perspective. If you're buying it, just buy it. Straight up. That's all this is. If you just want to pay for it, let that be understood. But if you want something serious with these people, don't spend a fucking dime until they invest and pour into you as equal. Men and women invest into the relationship or the partnerships differently, but equal. We both understand those assignments. Whether or not you want to admit it, you know exactly as a woman what you are supposed to do to keep the man. And if you don't, then you shouldn't be getting involved with men at all in general. At the beginning of the stream, I asked, do women actually care about men? Because you you really want to put people at risk over you running your mouth or being real smart and unnecessary with declining a person.
The fool? Why I gotta be the fool?
Seriously. You bitch ass nigga, my man will whoop your ass. My man will do this. You shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And then you'll go all out of your way to be extra, follow a person around because you angry, or you just go overboard, or you might even just sit up here and lie about what happened and exaggerate it, and then you get on the phone, you call your nigga, get him on, tell him, oh, such and such said this and said that, and then the next thing you know, your boy pull up, because I mean that's your man, he loves you, he care about you, he pull up. You just put this man in a whole trap. You told him you was arguing with one guy the whole time. It'd be a whole bunch of niggas here. So now he pulling up. He might have a gun on him. He might not. You done got your man all shot up and beat up and all type of stuff. Now you looking at him sideways. Does that even make sense? You don't care about your dude. You don't care about preserving the relationship. Because if you did, you'd understand that there's ways to handle ignorance. There's ways to communicate or get your points across. There's ways to walk away from certain situations unscathed. There's ways to keep people out of trouble. Y'all just don't be wanting to do it because you like drama. You want to see stuff happen. A lot of you are messy as hell, extremely messy, and it's sad, it's pathetic, it's childish. You old as hell. Y'all over the age of 20 years old, and you still acting like you in high school. This is high school. Y'all should be out here worried about your business, making money, saving, stacking, getting out of neighborhoods that are getting ran down, making sure that you have the most optimal opportunities at abundance in life. You should not be still trying to be stuck in this poor man's mindset, competing with the next person. Testing each other's waters. You do the vetting and all that properly, then you won't have this issue. Stop dealing with vain people. Stop dealing with selfish people. Stop dealing with folks that live their life through social media. Stop getting involved with folks that live vicariously through Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and fucking Offset and celebrities and shit. Their lives is ruled by celebrities and artists and rappers. That's where you get your advice from. That's where you get your business tips from. That's how you connect with other people. That's how you find your identity. You find your identity through rappers who sell their souls, who hang out with Trump, and they do all of this weird stuff for content. That's where you get all your leadership from. A lot of these women don't care about men. They don't. You don't believe me? Find out. You know exactly what you need to do. Take your wallet, close it up. Take your attention, put restrictions around it. You want to find out if these people really like you or care about you? Go ahead and find out if they're going to pour into you. Because men show up way more for women than women show up for men. But you have all of these requirements and requests. That's crazy. Sorry. I'm about making money. I want to see heaven when I leave from here. I do not want to end up in jail for the rest of my life over no dumb shit. The only way prison should even be in discussion is if it's over a child or it's a life or death situation. Other than that, I'm not going to jail over no words, over you being loud and obnoxious and you don't know how to fucking walk away and check your attitude and your ego at the door because everything has to be about you. Like there's just some things that don't need the attention. Period. You call it what you want. Everything don't need a response. But for you to for you to sit up here and try to convince the world that you need a dominant man. Layla, are you married? Are any of the matter of fact, put it in perspective. All these women, the ones I'm not talking about you, so if it don't apply, let it fly. Women like her and the other one, are you married? Do you have a successful relationship that's leading towards marriage? And why aren't you if you're not? Why did all of these relationships that you've been in fail? Because I'm listening to you talk, and you busted open for who knows how many. You're not going to tell us the truth about your body count. We know it's high though. You done busted open for all of these dudes, but you said you wanted a dominant man. So what happened was none of those guys that y'all slept with dominant. Help me understand the math. Something isn't computing, because women's intuition says and suggests that you know how to discern between the good apple and the bad apple. So if you want that specific person, then by that logic, you should still be a fucking virgin. Period. You shouldn't have no body count. Or if you do have a body count, it's with the person that you said was dominant. Everything that you said you require out of the dude, he has it. So therefore, you shouldn't be having 200 fucking bodies under your belt, because your intuition picks so great that the guy that has all of these prerequisites, you're still with him, but you're not. Mm-hmm.
Bang, 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 bang.
You're not with him. So you tried it once, you tried it twice, you tried it 3 times, you tried it 4 times, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Y'all be out here fucking like we do. So your judgment is trash. Your opinions are not as valid as you think they are. Your advice is not as special as you think it is. That's why I hear stuff like that. I'm like, come on, man. This save that stupid stuff. Because if that was the situation, you would be married. You wouldn't be dressing the way that you dress on social media. You wouldn't be getting passed around by all of the streamers on YouTube. You're going from DDG to fucking this person to Duke Dennis to that like, no. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You say one thing, but you're doing the complete opposite. Find you somebody that's gonna pour into you the way that you pour into them. And go ahead and get it out the way now. Figure it out now, so you don't have to waste your time. You in this situation for a whole year, you can't get that back. And then they just move on to the next person, and then they have the same conversation with the next person. Oh, they weren't this for me. Well, shit. A year ago, they were. A year ago, y'all had chemistry and everything. Now, fast forward a year later, you with a whole nother dude saying the same thing about the dude from a year ago. And the cycle keep on going. You don't know what the hell you talking about. I don't know why people let y'all speak. Going to jail and dying over somebody that y'all not even going to be with forever. It's not your wife. And I know for damn sure most women are not laying their life down for no dude. And it's cool. We just have different ways of seeing this stuff. Nah, that ain't it. Sorry. And let me put this out there. Ladies, the man is supposed to be a protector and a provider. A man is supposed to make sure that you straight. That's not up for debate. But the relationship is not one-sided. It's not just about you, my nigga. All right. I'm sorry. It's not. Sometimes y'all just need a slap in the face. That everything ain't about y'all, man. It's a collective. And if you going into these situations with this whole power shift, oh, I'm gonna start off making it look as if it's about both of us, but then as time progresses, I'm going to start to try to dominate and take over the relationship. That's not your person at all. It's ebb and flow. It's always supposed to be ebb and flow. You and her. It's never supposed to be. No, don't do that. You ask men to do a million things, and y'all complain about even doing the small little 3. Don't even be a lot. Nah. You know what I would have liked here? I would have really appreciated if they had a woman up there that would have just kept a whole buck with them, the women. Not see the guys already, they're looking at and laughing at you. They laughing because you sound fucking ridiculous. But you need 2 older women. They got wisdom. They've seen the world. Social media doesn't control the way they think and move, and they don't listen to the toxicness. You need that balance. You need women to check other women, especially the younger generation, because this was completely ridiculous. I'm glad they laughed at that. The whole thing was hilarious to me. We can't do that, man. Everybody's trying to eat. Everybody wants to make the Thanksgiving. Everybody wants to clock in and clock out, go home to their home cooked meals and to the warmth of their bed. Nobody is trying to die out here over no ignorance. You put your man in a situation where he has to do this every time, because that's what's going to happen. There's just men out here that don't give a fuck about bro code. They don't care about if that's your woman or not. Because quite frankly, a lot of us are looking at women like y'all hoes anyway. Y'all lie like shit. Y'all be out here sleeping around on your dude, your husband, and all that. That's why most men don't have respect for other dudes' relationships or situationships, because they thinking, and I'm like, I gotta keep the whole, but there are men that they won't go there. There's plenty of women out here for me. I don't need to go after yours. And I'm confident enough in myself to the extent where I can get other women. I have that ability to do that. I don't need to chase after yours. But you have a group of dudes out here that don't give a shit about that. You have a group of dudes that don't give a shit that you have a girlfriend, because I look at social media, I see Twitter, I see Facebook, TikTok reels, women be snitching on themselves. They tell you they get trains ran on them. They slept with their boss. They slept with they do all type of wild shit out here, bro. So as a nigga that used to consider himself a nigga, I don't do that no more. I see that and I'm like, man, shit. Oh, you with her? Yeah, you think you with her, my nigga. She probably got a whole bunch of other dudes that she be fucking with. Facts. She got 20 niggas under different names in her phone. That's gonna hurt y'all feelings. You think CC is really CC. CC is really fucking Chuck. Yeah. And then they'll smile in your face and they'll try to argue with you and gaslight you and make you feel like you tripping. Nah, nigga, you saw what you saw. She wants you to think it's something else. Nah. And that's why a lot of dudes don't really be having respect for relationships. So they'll disrespect you, and I think it's corny, but they don't really respect women because women don't respect women. Women, some, I'm not gonna say all, but a large majority of you, y'all be wild and man, y'all dirty as hell. You trifling. You know a lot of y'all is. You know it. So how do you expect there to be any type of checks and balances when nobody is holding each other accountable for the realities that we deal with on a regular basis? But you want the dude to jump out the window for you. You know damn well in your heart of hearts that you ain't even solid for him. That's crazy. I'm not laying down my life for a fucking soul unless you like you my wife or my child or something. That's crazy. Then you're gonna have to prove to me that we solid, we locked in. Hell no. Y'all be getting up here on social media saying all this little sweet, pretty stuff, so it sound good to the public, and it sound good to these incels, dudes that be lonely, and they be whacking off to you and all that. Nope, nope. Where's my button there? Where's my button? I gotta find it. Sorry, fellas. There are women out there. They loyal. Their mindset ain't been corrupted and corroded by Shira G, Kendra G, Queen Maker, Princella, fucking fake Doctor Cheyenne Bryant, Joy Taylor. There's a lot of women who don't think like them. A lot of them. They just move different. See, when you move different, you stay away from a certain type of people. You're not around liars. You're not around grifters. You're not around folks that go on girls trips. You're not around females that's twerking and shaking their ass on social media. When you move with honor and a certain code of ethics, you don't hang around certain people. So of course you're not going to see them everywhere. You're not. Chase your purpose. Pursue your goals and your dreams. Go after the things that make you happy. Go after the things that God has ordained for you to have. Chase what you're supposed to be chasing, and more will be added on to you. Don't force nothing. Women like Layla Baptiste, they tell them that, so they show you exactly who they are. Every woman who get on social media, every man who gets on social media, most people who talk about these type of things, they tell you exactly who they are. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Salutes to everybody, man, who pulled up in the building. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all got Christmases and all that good stuff. If you gotta travel, be safe on the road. If you're with your loved ones, God bless. Don't cheat yourself. Don't let nobody lie to you and tell you, oh, you can't have boundaries and standards, and that you're crazy for thinking this way or moving this way, because 9 times out of 10, folks with agendas and objectives, they just trying to control you, and they trying to have you to move in the way that they want you to move, so it works better in their benefit versus yours. They don't have no genuine intentions on loving you in the ways that you want to be, and that's just the way it is, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm out, going back into the lab. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. And I will chat with y'all later on, Lord willing. Do me a solid before you go.
What's the goddamn button?
Peace.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I hide my ancestors.